And now, suspense.
Your host is Autolite, and this is Rex Marshall speaking for the Autolite family. Well, tonight we're all dressed up to take you to the annual get-together of the Autolite family. It's the Easter Parade of Stars Auto Show in the grand ballroom of New York City's famous Waldorf Astoria Hotel. Here you'll see the 1953 models of 10 of America's finest cars. Your host this evening will be Royce G. Martin, President and Chairman of the Board of Autolite, who right now is waiting to greet one of the screen's most talented and gracious stars, Miss Irene Dunn.
I suppose you're wondering about my escort. Well, my friend Rosalind Russell asked me to bring them tonight. You know, they were with Roz in her last picture, Never Wave at a Whack.
Oh, I see.
At ease, girl. Roy, I've come here tonight to buy a new car. I want to see all these beautiful 1953 models. And I would like to meet some of the men who make the cars.
Irene, let's go.
Oh, good.
Here they are. Fred Walters of Packard.
Oh, of Packard. How do you do, Mr. Walters?
I'm your Kaiser.
Oh,
Kaiser
Mr.
Fraser.
Kaiser, how are you? Nice to see you.
Irving Wilson, DeSoto.
Oh, DeSoto. Oh, dear. Well...
Happy to meet you, Miss Dunn.
It's nice to see you.
I bet I've seen about every movie that you've made.
Every movie, well, I bet I've seen about every DeSoto. That is in recent years.
Well, suppose we take a look at our new 1953 model, DeSoto.
Well, now, look, I want to see all the cars. But, all right, let's start with your DeSoto. It looks wonderful.
Now let's follow Irene Dunn and Mr. Irving Wilson, President of DeSoto, to the beautiful new 1953 DeSoto convertible.
It's wonderful, it's wonderful.
That smart-looking hood houses the mighty DeSoto Fire Dome V8 160 horsepower engine. And look at the big one-piece curved windshield. That handsome new chrome trim leads to larger swept-back fenders and new rear door styling. And there's DeSoto's lower and wider deck lid, under which you'll find a luggage compartment 44% bigger. The new DeSoto gives you sure and easy stopping with power brakes and sure, deep comfort with big Oriflow shock absorbers.
Now let's see a new DeSoto in action. On the level road or up the steepest grade, that great DeSoto Fire Dome V8 160 horsepower engine burning regular fuel gives you all the power you'll ever need. And here's another DeSoto feature: full power steering. The power steering that works for you all the time. Watch this. It's the toughest test of steering yet devised. DeSoto full power steering literally takes all the work out of driving and parking. This is the distinguished DeSoto for 1953.
This is the car for you.
And now, Mr. Edgar Kaiser, President of Kaiser Fraser, is ready to show off a Dragon.
Stepping out with my baby.
It's the fabulous hardtop Kaiser Dragon, a superb example of fine craftsmanship to top all luxury cars. Of course, it has all of Kaiser's many exclusive new safety features, such as the fully padded instrument panel and the huge safety-mounted windshield that's designed to push out in one piece under severe impact. But that's only part of the Dragon story, because this magnificent car was specially designed and handcrafted to compete with Europe's finest at the international auto shows this summer in Europe. And Kaiser Frazer certainly knows how to win prizes. After all, the Kaiser has already won more styling and beauty awards than any other American car today. Yes, from the sensational new bamboo vinyl padded top to the ultra-luxurious interior upholstery of rich Laguna fabric, this new Kaiser Dragon is built for those who demand the finest. And as a crowning touch, there's a gold-plated plaque on the instrument panel on which the proud owner's name will be engraved. Just an added touch of distinction to an already distinctive automobile. It's the fabulous hardtop Kaiser Dragon.
Stepping out now.
And now, Mr. Fred Walters, Vice President and General Sales Manager of Packard, is about to show our inspection party the new Packard automobile.
We're putting on the rear. We're putting on the rear.
Packard is America's new choice in luxury cars for 1953. This year's Packard again brings its traditional Packard craftsmanship with new contour styling and ease of handling, thanks to Packard's power steering and automatic transmission. This beautiful Packard convertible is one of 9 Packard models in luxury cars. Also, the company has brought out the Packard Clipper, a big car at medium price. These are true products of Packard's engineering experience and skill. That's proved at the Packard Proving Grounds. Here, brand new Packards, picked at random, are raced for 30,000 miles. Packards are punished not just across railroad tracks, but straddling them, to prove Packards can take almost anything. That includes water, deep enough to dampen the spirit of most cars. Packards race roads that take a crew of experts to keep rough and undergo grueling hours in sand traps. Yes, these great Packards can really take it, because Packards are built to last. And as you can see, they're built for beauty, too.
Putting on the rear.
And now, here are the Peter Birch Dancers.
Plymouth. How do you do, Mr. Mansfield?
Also Nash.
From Nash. Oh, that's nice.
How do you do, Miss Dunn? I'm Paul Davis of Studebaker.
Oh, Studebaker.
Good evening, Miss Dunn. I'm Bob Somerville with Dodge.
Oh, isn't that wonderful? I'm waiting to be sold a car.
May I show you our beautiful Dodge?
Oh, yes. Which one is the Dodge?
Let's join Mr. R.C. Somerville, Vice President in charge of sales for Dodge, as he makes the introductions to the new Dodge Coronet convertible for 1953.
Give me the road, the wide winding highway.
The new Dodge for 1953 is stepped up in value at a new low price. Underneath its sloping hood is the surging power of the new Red Ram V8 engine. And along with this great power plant you get a new sense of mastery and control. The dependable Dodge is clean line, streamlined, and compact for easier handling in traffic and smoother handling on the highway. It has less waste space outside and more living space than ever inside. More headroom, elbow room, and legroom.
Now let's take a new Dodge out for a drive. No matter how winding the road, the Dodge snugs down on curves like a true sports car. Even on snow-covered surfaces, Dodge is sure-footed, carries you safely, where even the agile deer have trouble staying on the road. There's safety, too, in the flashing acceleration of the sensational scat gear that jumps you ahead when you're passing another car.
Dodge 453 has style that means safety, style that means comfort and traveling ease. Dodge, the action car for active Americans.
Singing a vagabond song.
At this point, we're going to see Mr. Paul Davis, General Sales Manager of Studebaker, presenting the Starliner to a star.
Oh, car of splendor.
Here's the exciting 1953 Studebaker, the new American car with a European look. This is the Commander Starliner. See how long, how low, how wide it is. This Starliner is considerably less than 5 feet high. Here is the distinctive charm of a costly foreign car, but it's right down to earth in price. And it's thoroughly American in comfort and handling ease.
Is this an experimental car, a car for future buying?
No, it's a regular 1953 Studebaker, now in production.
Suppose we take a look at this new Studebaker in action.
No sooner said than done. Here is the Commander Starliner in front of the famous El Mirador Hotel at Palm Springs. Isn't it a beauty? Yes, this new Studebaker is really a standout on the road or in the driveway. There isn't any other automobile like it anywhere. It's dramatically different in every way and from every point of view. The sensational 1953 Studebaker, the new American car with a European look.
The car for me.
Hot, 2, 3, 4. Hot, 2, 3, 4. Hot, 2, 3, 4. Hot, 2, 3, 4.
Well, friends, at this point in our program, the Autolite family, the Easter Parade of Stars Auto Show, proudly salutes the women of our armed services. We salute the women of the Army, of the Navy, of the Air Force, and of course, the Marines. Now, right now, through this group of charming ladies of the service who are with me on camera, we want to pay tribute to all the thousands of women in uniform who are serving America all over the world, from Alaska to the Caribbean, from the far Pacific to the NATO commands of Europe. And a special salute to the nurses and medical specialists who are serving in hospitals in Korea and all around the world. Right now, I'd like to thank these charming WACs, WAVES, and Lady Marines, as well as the WAFs, for helping us make this program a particularly colorful salute to America's finest cars and to America's finest citizens, the men and women of our armed services. Now, let's join Miss Irene Dunn once again, as she in turn joins Mr. H.C. Doss, Vice President in charge of sales of Nash Motors, and Neva Jane Langley, Miss America of 1953.
You're the top! You're the top!
Here is the automobile that has set a new vogue in motoring, the famous Nash Rambler. The automobile that's so easy to drive and park, and so smart-looking that the ladies fall in love with it. Already, there are more than 130,000 enthusiastic Rambler owners. And today, dealers all over the country report even greater enthusiasm for this new 1953 Nash Rambler. Here's the first car specifically designed for today's traffic. Now completely new for 1953. New Continental styling by Pininfarina, the world-famous European custom car designer. There's more headroom and legroom in the new Rambler. New, smoother power with a Super Flying Scot engine. Available with new dual-range high-dramatic drive. And the Nash Rambler features many custom extras like radio, weather eye, foam rubber cushions, directional signals included right in the standard price. Even that Continental rear tire mount comes to you as standard equipment on the convertible and hardtop models. Let me add, too, that this year's Nash Rambler with overdrive still gives you that famous Rambler economy, up to 30 miles per gallon at average highway speed. Yes, the 1953 Nash Rambler has everything. It's the world's most luxurious compact car. The Rambler convertible sedan, which you see displayed here, the Rambler Country Club hardtop, and the Nash Rambler station wagon.
Baby, you're the top.
And here now are Miss Irene Dunn and Mr. John P. Mansfield, president of Plymouth, as they meet another showboat.
Here comes the showboat, here comes the showboat.
Here is the completely new 1953 Plymouth with its whole new concept of design, true balance. The 53 Plymouth is designed to provide the utmost in comfort and safety for passengers and the driver. He'll be sure to see where he's going with a big one-piece curved windshield, and Plymouth's better visibility is all-around proposition. Deeper, wider side windows and huge wraparound rear window for Plymouth Control Tower visibility.
Plymouth's got lots of comfort and roominess, too. New seat location allows full depth seat springs throughout the whole cushion, plus more than 8 inches additional room to spread out in with plenty of legroom, too. And Plymouth now offers High Drive for no shift driving with amazing smoothness and acceleration. High Drive lets you drive all day through traffic and cross-country without shifting gears.
And for riding, Plymouth's True Balance gives you a luxurious comfort. You see bumps coming, but the shock never reaches you in a Plymouth. The new Plymouth is a really great advance in car value. Plymouth, the truly balanced car for 1953.
Roll, roll, roll it along.
Well, Roy, I just cannot make up my mind. I'm still undecided.
Mr. Ward Kennedy.
Mr.
Willis Overland.
Oh, Willis Overland. How do you do?
Steve Wallace of Chrysler.
Pleasure to know you.
Oh, Chrysler? Ah.
Mr. Vanderson.
How do you do?
I see. And what is your car?
May I show you our new Hudson Jet?
Oh, Hudson. Well, let's look at the Hudson first.
And now we see Mr. Norman Vanderzee, vice president and general sales manager of Hudson, guiding the tour.
Oh, you beautiful doll, you great big beautiful doll.
Now, here's the car that's not just a new model, but a new kind of car. Outside and in, it's finished like an exquisite jewel case. You'd never guess, would you, that it sells in the low price field. It's the wonderful new Hudson Jet, low price companion to the fabulous Hudson Hornet and the spectacular Hudson Wasp. Note its distinctive imported car flair. The Hudson Jet's a crowd stopper wherever you park it. But now, let's see it on the road. The glamorous Hudson Jet offers such high power and performance, such a remarkable ride, such durability and safety that it can be compared only to the fabulous Hudson Hornet itself, and it's yours in the low price field. Its super compression 6-cylinder engine is uncomplicated in design, economical to maintain. And as for gasoline mileage, you'd think the Jet didn't like gasoline, it uses so little. You've never driven such an exciting car. Watch it take these turns. Only the Hudson Jet, with the lowest center of gravity among American cars, can handle such tremendous power so safely. When you drive the Hudson Jet yourself, you'll experience performance far beyond anything you've known in a low-price car.
Oh, you beautiful doll.
And now Miss Dunn joins Mr. David Wallace, president of the Chrysler division, as they meet Mr. K.T. Keller, chairman of the board, and Mr. L.L. Colbert, president of Chrysler Corporation.
You're just too marvelous for words.
Now, as we look at the new Chrysler for 1953, it's easy to see beauty in every line. But Chrysler has so many other outstanding features, too. For example, power and ease of control. Power in the superb Firepower V8 engine that gives you more than 180 horsepower on regular gasoline, due in great part to the ingenious hemispherical combustion chamber developed by Chrysler engineers.
And that power is kept under constant safe control by Chrysler full-time power steering, which does 4/5 of the work for you all the time. Chrysler full power steering means you're safer than ever before. The wheel never fights you, and driving fatigue is practically eliminated.
And of course, Chrysler gives you power brakes that stop you with 1/3 usual foot pressure, Oriflow shock absorbers with twice the cushioning power of ordinary shock absorbers. Beauty, power, safety, and ease of control are the outstanding qualities of this outstanding Chrysler for 1953.
Marvelous forward.
Our cameras are now picking up a brand new Willys for 1953, and as Mr. Ward Canada, Willys president, shows it to Irene Dunn, we'll let you in on a few Willys features.
Head shot! Head shot!
Here is the Aero Eagle Willys for 1953. Yes, it was designed and built by the makers of the famous Jeep. Like the Jeep, the Aero Willys is rugged, but in addition, it has all the beauty and comfort of a modern airliner. It's made of aeroframe construction, one solid rigid unit for greater safety and quiet, with hundreds of pounds less weight to eat up your gas. That means really surprising gas economy. Here's big car comfort with more than 5 feet of seating width, both front and back. And the Aero Willys is a whole foot lower than it is wide, so that it goes around corners without any uncomfortable sway and roll. And the Aero Willys is made safe to drive and easy to park. You can see both front and rear fenders from the driver's seat. The golden W on both the front and rear of the Aero Willys is the symbol of Willis Overland's golden anniversary. 50 years of making fine cars. And the 1953 Aero Willys is the finest of them all.
This is the car for me.
Well, Roy, I tell you, I just give up. I just can't decide which car to take. I tell you, would you do something for me? Would you select the most outstanding car for me?
Well, Irene, whichever it is that you want.
Yes? You...
Don't make a mistake.
Yes?
These cars are the finest in the automotive industry.
Yes, well, I won't...
Autolite is happy.
Oh, I know. You're just talking.
No.
You're saying that that's like putting you on the spot to pick out the best-looking whack here, isn't it? Oh, no.
Why not?
Well, now, listen. Oh, look. We're going to have a dance. Would you...
Say, I hate to interrupt this conversation, but you know
Why?
the supper dance for the benefit of the Armed Services Emergency Relief is about to begin upstairs. Wouldn't you two like to go up?
Irene.
Oh, well...
Yes, I should. May I have the first stand?
Well, now I am in trouble. I couldn't make up my mind about a car, and now I can't make up my mind about a man. All right, boys, I tell you what I'll do. I'll dance the first dance with all of you. Come on.
Relax, girls. At ease. Goodbye, everybody. Wonderful evening.
Over hill, over dale, we have hit the dusty trail, and those caissons go rolling along. Out of march, right about, hear those wagon soldiers shout, while those caissons go rolling along. For it's high, high, he in the field artillery, all off your numbers loud and strong. And wherever we go, you will always know that those caissons go rolling along. Anchors away, my boys, anchors away. Farewell to college joys, we sail and break off day. Last night I saw ring full of home, until we meet once more, is wishing you a happy voyage home. Off we go into the plywood yonder, climbing high to the sun. Here they come, zooming to meet our thunder, and them boys give her the gun. Down we dive, spouting a flame from under, off with one heck of a roar. We live in fame and go down in flame, boy, nothing can stop the U.S. Air Force. From the halls of mountains generation of a nation we the finest ever seen.
And we glory in the title of United States Marine.
There's no people like show people like no people I know. Yesterday they told you would not go far. That night you open and there you are. Next day on your dressing room they hung the star. Let's go on with the show. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. From sea to sea.
We hope you've enjoyed this special television presentation of the Easter Parade of Stars Auto Show, brought to you by the Autolite family from the Grand Ballroom of New York City's Waldorf Astoria Hotel. This is Rex Marshall speaking for the Autolite family, inviting you and your family to join us again next week for another of our regular stories of suspense.
This is the CBS Television Network.
It's standing by. Over here, standing by. Yeah.